Mashani, politically incorrect. The MK party has won a VD in KZN Richmond. So I'm told this is the third ward they win after the 2024 elections. So those are the national elections. And then afterwards, since last year, May, let's just call it last year, June, MK has won 3 wards. So what does it mean? It means MK is growing. I've said it and I keep saying it. MK, as big as it is still battling with by-elections, but this is a good sign, even though it comes from KZN. But this is a good sign. But so let's do this. A gentleman called Msizi Dlamini has won Richmond Ward 2. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to speak to the national election head at MK, Bongani Baloyi. Let's see if we get him.
Morning.
Commander, morning.
Morning, Commander.
I hope you slept.
Hey, thank you, my brother, but we can move.
No, thank you very much. Mashari, politically incorrect once again. Bongani Baloyi, please, man, just paint a picture for us. I'm told this is the third by-election that you have won. You have won a ward for the third time since the 2024 national government elections last year. Is that true?
In fact, this is the 4th ward that we are winning. We've won 3 wards in KwaZulu-Natal. We won 1 ward in the northwest in Rustenburg, and we've got 1 PR councillor, Tabazimbi. So this is a demonstration, a very clear demonstration that we are moving forward and moving from teething problems to consolidation and actually winning the ground and aspirations of our people.
No, that's proper, and I see your wins are spread all over the country, and I was just thinking maybe given your electoral strength, maybe you would win most of those in KZN. And you are telling me Tabazimbi, you've got a PR councillor there. For those who don't know, Tabazimbi is Limpopo, and you spoke about Northern Cape?
And the northwest, rather.
Northwest.
In Rustenburg. We've got a ward councillor for Rustenburg. So it's quite indicative that we're a party which has broad appeal across the length and breadth of the country, which also sets the type of tone and scene for what is going to happen in 2026 local government elections.
No, that is brilliant. Please tell us Richmond. You know what I did. I know the Richmond, the political fireplace. People will remember how Richmond was a volatile area during the 1980s. So when I googled, it took me to that little town called Richmond on the N1 going to Durban. Just paint a picture of what is Richmond, what is its history, and how significant is this for MK, a place where I assume was a contest between ANC and EFF of the past. And how did you guys navigate a space to find yourself being loved by people in Richmond?
Look, I think after the May elections, it was clear that we are strong across KwaZulu-Natal in key areas, and in various wards, including this ward, we're the majority party that got the majority of the votes in the May election. So knowing the history of Richmond, but now Richmond is a stable municipality, I think there has been some political stability in broader KwaZulu-Natal, which also included Richmond. So we found ourselves that we had attracted a lot of supporters as a consequence of the work from our Moses Mabhida region leaders in the sub-region, and also just our activists and members on the ground. So it was important for us to anchor ourselves and work the ground and be present and engage with the communities and allow the communities to select a candidate of their preference, utilizing the platform of Umkhonto Wesizwe. So I think the real work for us starts now to ensure that we continue delivering and meeting the aspirations of our people and representing them adequately and being with them on the ground. So this is a clear vote of confidence that we're going to govern Richmond and many other municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal and across the country. And what we're going to do is what many parties have not been able to do. We are going to avoid this issue of coalitions, which brings instability and all of that. So we'll actually move from a zero base to full 50% plus one and govern those municipalities with a clear majority, which will enable us the time to be able to deliver on the aspirations of our people and deliver basic services to our people. So we won this ward with 54%, which is a very clear indicator of what's going to happen. People have spoken with their votes, and we must ensure that we respect their wishes, but also deliver on their demands and very important things that they're asking for, and which is just basic services, ensuring that there's sustainable potable water, fixing of potholes, fixing of sewages and sanitation and the likes. Our people don't want all these fancy things. They want basic things to run sustainably and to have order in the local municipality.
Baloyi, I know I should release you, but what I've seen and what you've just said is MK has not won this ward by chance. I mean, I'm looking at the results, all the VDs, you appeared stronger in all the VDs that you contested in, and you got 54%, and your second fiddle, I think, is ANC at 39. What I'm looking for is you taking a municipality, something that I've said in the past about other political parties, and for example the EFF, you taking a municipality by 50+1, so you could govern, you could elect everyone, you could do budgets yourself, so we could finally see the MK policy going to the people, and it will give you a good track in going to 2029 national elections, because you will be owning this municipality. And I know I'm just pushing it a bit. How many municipalities, especially in KZN, do you think these ones I could just suggest? For example, Umkhonto in Piet Retief, that one it's up for the taking, you will take it, that one. So how many do you think, maybe just being optimistic, how many can you take?
Look, I think we're easily going to take the majority of municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal. For an example, Emandeni, well over 60% of the MK vote. Mpofana, Mpendle, Msunduzi, Richmond, Endumeni, Danhausen, Newcastle, Ndwedwe, Maphumulo, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. We're above 50% already. I mean, at Egwini, we're at 48.14%. So we are actually going to take more than 70% of the municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal, and those 70% is going to be with full majority. So we won't have less than 70% of the municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal. So we're going to demonstrate and deliver a decisive victory and show people that there's a credible alternative for them.
Bongani, you will see from the comments that people want you in studio. We've been promising, we've been missing each other's dates. There's a lot of education that you will expand for us. For example, the VDs and how are these detachments made, coming from the Constitution. Please, man, make time to come to the podcast. Our audience really would love to hear your voice.
No problem, we'll do that. We'll arrange it when we find the time.
Thank you very much, Commander Morning.
Okay, sharp. Thank you.
Bye. So that's Bongani Baloyi. He's a very astute administrator. He worked with the DA before he came, and he came to the MK with a lot of pedigree, lots of political pedigree on his belt. Of course, people coming from the DA and other political parties may not have the street cred that we guys want on the ground and stuff. Hard-working comrade, Bongani Baloyi, and I think it assists. I keep telling you that whenever we're talking about parachuting, balance these things. It's one of those cadres who are on the ground and who's not at the forefront of things, but he globetrotters the whole country, making sure that he gets all these by-elections on. But so let me try to do this. I'm trying to get the councillor-elect, Dlamini. Let me see if we get him. Okay, let's see.
You have reached the mailbox of 072.
Apologies about that. I don't think he slept. So what happens is with by-elections is, of course, everyone will concentrate on that thing. He will be crisscrossing. He's not allowed to go into the election. What is it? The readout and confirming all of these things. So he'll be crisscrossing or either stationed in one place where it's a war room, where the operation center is. Just try to get all of these things. And remember, if you are a ward councillor candidate, chances are even the logistics are run by you. And the people of Richmond have shown their huge support for Comrade Dlamini. What does it mean? So you saw the numbers and you heard what he says. MK is going to obliterate people in KwaZulu-Natal. Just think about this. They appear very strong in municipalities that they take. So between May, let's call it June, between June 2024 and the time they have now until the declared election date is about 18, 16 months, 15 months, we're not sure. That might give the MK party a 48%. But of course, MK is plagued by those problems that we're talking about, and those are teething problems. You heard what he says. So those teething problems might be able to maybe gotten rid of by the time. And if they could just topple that 48%, this will be the first time KwaZulu-Natal is run, of course the municipalities, they are run by people outside MK and EF and IFP. So these are big expectations from MK in 2026. We always speak about these by-elections being tricky. Themselves, to an extent, they lean on the power of Umsholuzi, but because they are voting directly to an individual, sometimes it does matter who you put on the post, even though it's at a minimal, because our politics are politics of not too much constituency, but personality and brand politics. So meaning that if you were to emerge as a compromise, should I even call it compromise candidate, a candidate who comes from the community itself, and you are strong in your community, people are still loyal to a political brand like EFF, DA, ANC, and MK. Even if you are good in your community. Let me give an example. Maybe you are a pastor who has people with soup kitchens. Whenever there are troubles in the community, you call them. Maybe you're a businessman who does this, and you elect to stand. You are still going to be faced with big political plans. Let's talk exactly about by-elections, because with by-elections is these big political parties, they can ship in people there. So when I say ship in people is they can bring people with big names who can fill halls and make big promises that you cannot make as a local people, because our people, I say it a lot, we are one of the most difficult voters in the world. The reason is we not only are not consistent, we even lie to people that we are going to vote for you, even if we know we're not going to vote for you. And then when people go and pick it that the votes are stolen, we pick it with them, even if we know we did not vote for those people, and we know ourselves. And you just ask your people around that, of course, they do this, but they vote this. They do this, but they vote this. And I say all of us, even political players, do it. But Marshall politically correct. This is a good victory for MK. Congratulations for that. Unfortunately, we could not find the councillor there, the councillor elect. I don't know when. I think it's going to hit the ground running, because it's just going to be incorporated into the municipality. And between now and 2026 local government elections would have a lot of ground to cover to make sure that he prepares his ward so he doesn't lose what he has gained, because then it's going to be difficult. And I hope MK would even support him to say, do these good things, because you need to return on the poll to be the face of MK in this ward. Mashad Political Incorrect. Tell me what you feel about it. Thank you.
Attention!